Welcome to your full moon release meditation for May 26, 2021. I am Susan Saucier, your spiritual life coach, helping you embrace your authentic self and offering you guidance every new moon and full moon to help you maneuver through the energy of the planets. First, there's a lot going on in our planetary system during this particular full moon. I am going to give you as much information as I can so that you are prepared to navigate through the energies over the next few weeks. There are 5 things you should know about this particular full moon. I will list them and then I will go into a little bit of detail about each before we begin our preparation for our full moon release meditation. The first thing about this full moon is that it takes place on May 26, 2021, and it is in the fiery sign of Sagittarius. Number 2, this full moon is also the first eclipse of the year, so this will be felt at a very strong energy. Number 3, during this full moon, Mercury is in its shadow and will be turning retrograde only a few days later on May 29th. Number 4, we also have Saturn that went retrograde on May 23rd, and this phase will last until October 10th. And number 5, Jupiter is in Pisces as of May 13th and will remain there until July 28th. So, what does all of this mean for you? Well, first let's talk about the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign. So you may already be feeling fired up and ready to go have fun and be adventurous. Since Sagittarius is optimistic and loves freedom and risk-taking, you may also be feeling these energies as well. Sagittarius is known for their positive outlook, which is definitely beneficial for all of us right now. This is a time where you may be feeling the desire to stand up for what you believe in and fight for what you are passionate about. Also, during this phase, it is a good time to finish a course of study, something that you are very passionate about. It's also a wonderful time to put your work out in public. Since Sagittarius can also bring up the inner risk taker inside of you, I caution you to be careful because you may feel a bit overconfident and not think everything through before jumping in on something you could regret later. So pay attention to where your focus is and where you're putting your energy with other people, projects, and things that you're planning to do. This is definitely a time when discernment is a must. You also might be feeling a restless type of energy. Sagittarius being a fire sign means the energy in the air around this full moon is making all of us feel a little bit wired and excited and just wanting to take action. The key is to remember to explore all your options and gather all the necessary information before you do take action. You may find you're also not sleeping as well because of this high energy. Sagittarians are often very honest and trustworthy. The downside of being so honest is that they can sometimes speak without thinking of how this might hurt other people. They can be very blunt. So if you find yourself feeling this energy and wanting to say what's on your mind, it's always good to speak up, but stop yourself first, think it through, pay attention to what the outcome could be if this other person could feel negative energy from it. Just use a little bit of caution before you speak. Think it through before you say something that makes you end up in the doghouse. Okay, number 2, let's talk about that lunar eclipse, the first one of 2021. Since this full moon is a lunar eclipse, we are taking this to a whole new level. An eclipse brings intensity. It is like a power outage, and affects the electromagnetic field of the Earth. So for those of you who are already empathic, you'll feel the intensity even more. Also, since Sagittarius is a mutable sign, all the other mutable signs will also feel this more intensely. The mutable signs are Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. The lunar eclipse shifts energy, and it helps us to see things differently in a way that we haven't before. Eclipses in astrology always bring sudden shocks and revelations, so you can expect to experience or hear about explosive feelings and big changes. This doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It can be something very positive, but it's usually pretty big news. This is also a time of big transformation and clearing, so this can feel really intense. Think of this like a full moon on steroids. It's important to remember when a full moon is this intense to ground yourself during times like this, going for a walk in nature, standing barefoot in the grass. You may find you need to do this a bit more frequently during this week and next week. Remember, eclipses can bring a buildup to a situation that forces you to take action. Number 3, let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is in its ruling sign of Gemini and will go retrograde on the 29th of May. I'm sure you can probably already feel some of the intensity of Mercury retrograde happening. During this time, Mercury retrograde can amplify how we are communicating with ourselves and with others, especially because Mercury and Gemini are both communication signs and planet. When a planet goes retrograde, it is reminding us that it's time to reevaluate, reassess, review, rethink. It's like having a semester of college and then having a month to review everything that you just learned. In other words, everything that you've been going through over the past few months is now up for review. Retrogrades can sometimes make you feel stuck, as if things aren't moving forward. In a sense, they aren't moving forward. They are sitting with you so that you can really look over everything and make sure you learn the lessons and that you are making the changes that you wish before sealing the deal. This can be when those unexpected pop-up tests come out of nowhere and the lesson is basically for you and to see how you react and if you have learned how to embrace the lesson. So put what you learn in place, remember that, and make any changes that you need at this time, because retrogrades will always be about reevaluating, reassessing, and reviewing. Now, Mercury is all about communication, and so is Gemini, as I mentioned, so it's a double whammy. It's through our voice that we're able to express and speak our truth. Communication can be wonderful, but it can also be a nightmare if it's not done correctly. We have cell phones, emails, laptops, TVs, and so much technology that will be involved with all of this energy of Mercury retrograde. The one piece of advice I really want to give you is to make sure you back up all your devices, especially your laptops and phones. Now, if you are planning or needing to send an important email, make sure you read it through at least 2 or more times. It's wise right now to double check all of your emails, appointments, meetings, travel plans, because this is when Mercury retrograde can definitely challenge us with all kinds of technology mishaps. Mercury and Gemini are also associated with the throat chakra. If you're not familiar with your chakra system, we have many chakras throughout our body, but we have 7 main chakras, and this is one of them. Each chakra is an energy vortex and holds all kinds of information, and this particular one is located in our throat area. Therefore, I have added some healing and recharging to our throat chakras during the guided meditation that will follow, that will help you through this full moon as well. Remember that Mercury and Gemini are all about communication. So therefore, you want to be speaking your truth. You want to pay attention to how you're communicating with others right now and with yourself and how your self-talk is going. This is super important during this time. Number 4, we also have Saturn that went retrograde on May 23rd, and this phase will last until October 10th. Think back to mid-February of this year, 2021, and notice what theme or story was going on in your life at that time. There are decisions and ideas we may have believed we wanted at that time, but now you may find that you're feeling you want to make some revisions or changes. It's a very important time for you to ask yourself, is this what I really want going forward in my life? Because the changes you are incorporating right now is what we are getting ready to experience over the next 20 years. So it does play a significant part. Remember, think back to February of this year and what kind of theme was going on. What were you working on, whether it was in relationships or career or things that were happening with you. It's important to recognize this is what you're revisiting right now through October 10th. Saturn is the planet of rules and restrictions. Time to reevaluate your boundaries and look at rules you have been forced to follow. This is also a great time to reflect on all your responsibilities, because that's going to help you grow and learn. Understand that this is a very emotional time with many big changes and transformations that can make all of us feel a bit crazy with all the energy that's pushing us to move forward. Remember that challenges can always be turned into wonderful opportunities. This is also an experience that we're going to be dealing with where endings are happening and can feel very abrupt, because it is time for new chapters. It's time to surrender and adapt to the changes that are waiting for you. We are all being offered a powerful energy right now to push through our fears and to give our dreams the attention they deserve. So during this time, notice if you find yourself making any excuses to stay in your comfort zone. And if you are, why? Are you afraid to face your fears? Are there doubts? Because these things are illusions and need to be released. During this phase, it's important to take what someone is saying very seriously. This energy brings an intense feeling of being done with things, being finished. It's over, I'm done, that kind of thing, and ready to end things. People are frustrated, and it's at the point where we just want truth and we're just done with where we feel we're not receiving that. So notice what in your life no longer serves you and what you've been dragging along with you, because now is a great time for you to be dropping that and letting it go. And number 5, let's talk about Jupiter in Pisces and why it's important. Jupiter is in Pisces as of May 13th and will remain there until July 28th. And what does this mean for you? The last time Jupiter was in Pisces was in January of 2010. So again, look back to that time frame, January of 2010, and think about what story was playing out in your life at that time. This may give you an idea of what you were working on back then and how your life has progressed since that time. You may even see similar patterns coming up around this time right now that will guide you in the direction that you need to go, and that will reinforce some of these things you've already been doing back then. Jupiter in Pisces is a highly spiritual energy. Therefore, you will feel more connected with your intuition, and it's important to pay attention to your intuition right now. You should always, but specifically now, it is guiding you in a big way. Since Jupiter represents expansion, abundance, and Pisces rules over spirituality, religion, and our ability to understand our source of energy and oneness, this brings a wonderful opportunity to expand your awareness. It's very supported right now. Jupiter loves to be in Pisces. It's a great dreamy energy that brings your imagination and creative abilities to a whole new level. Even though this is happening during the full moon and we will be releasing things, we will also take advantage of this wonderful opportunity to manifest, since Jupiter in Pisces can bring expansion and abundance in amazing ways. But remember, while this can be wonderful, it can also go the other way, depending on your choice and your outlook, and whether that is positive or negative. If you find yourself really focusing on the negative during this time frame, you can expect it to come in an even bigger way, so you might want to change that. During this phase, there is a lot of ancient wisdom that can be returned to us. So this could happen in the form of dreams, very vivid dreams, and even past life visions, deja vu, these kinds of things, and a deep inner knowing. Trust this. Since Jupiter is strongly connected to our belief system and religion, travel, and education, you may find big changes happening around these areas, along with truth being revealed. This can revolve around certain worldviews, faith-based beliefs, and even a sudden realization that something or someone no longer aligns with your original belief. This is a time where endings may feel very abrupt and fast and over very quickly. It can leave you feeling a bit confused about your own beliefs, especially around the areas of socialization, travel, and new laws. The universe is asking you to release the past beliefs and information so that you can embrace the new positive changes that are coming forth right now. You may even feel called to leave behind old world views, and as you go through this transformational time, be compassionate as you transcend and allow yourself to move into new beliefs with a new positive outlook. Enjoy Jupiter's lucky energy of abundance. I'm hoping that you will take advantage of this energy and begin to think about and dream about and visualize what it is you want to have in your life in abundance. Because with your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs combined with Jupiter's lucky energy, you are almost certain to manifest your desires in an abundant way. Well, that is everything you need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius that is a lunar eclipse, and all the other planets that are interacting right now with this experience. So let's get ready to set up our space, and then we'll move on to your guided meditation and release. In order to make the most of this full moon release and meditation, it's important that you set up your space and take the time to appreciate the opportunity that each full moon offers you. Each full moon is the completion of a cycle and symbolizes an end chapter of what began the month before. The release is a time of purging the things in our lives that no longer serve us, such as addictions, bitterness, anger, fear, suffering from hurtful relationships, physical and emotional pain, and fears and doubts and limiting beliefs that have kept us from moving forward. You can use this full moon meditation each month around the full moon. The power of the full moon is still potent within 48 hours of the actual time the full moon takes place. The first step is to tap into and connect with the power of the full moon. Here are a few things that will help you connect with the full moon and this release process. I suggest that you get together a few things before you start this meditation. First, would be a paper and pen or pencil, lighting a candle, preferably white, and sage to clear your space, or you can state an intention to clear your space. And the optional things would be adding crystals or stones, feathers, whatever connects with you. And if you're planning to burn your paper, where you are writing down everything you want to release and let go of, then you will want to have matches or a lighter of some sort, as well as a deep old pan, a iron burning bowl, or a large metal or glass bowl, something where you can burn easily and it's a friendly surface that you can place it on. So this is usually done best outside. If you're able to be under the full moon, it's an awesome experience. If you are not, then you can choose to write down your list of what you want to release and tear it up and shred it. Some people also place it in water and let it dissolve overnight and then flush it away. Burning it is really empowering, but make sure you are in a well-ventilated area if you are doing it in your home, where you can easily put it out with water immediately. Sometimes when we are burning what we want to release, it's filled with energy, and the fire can actually become strong. I make sure I always have a bottled water next to me so that if it does get out of hand, I can immediately put the water on it. I honestly have never had it happen where it has gotten out of hand, even when I've done this with a group, but it is just being precautionary and making sure you're being safe as you do this process. Now, here are the steps to prepare for your full moon release and meditation. Step 1 is going to be setting up your space. Choose now where you plan to do this release. If it will be outside, make sure you have your sage to clear your space. Make sure you have your candles and crystals and feathers and whatever else you wish to take with you, and the bottled water, as well as some sort of pan where you can place this paper and let it burn. Step 2 is going to be about setting your intention and grounding. It is really important that you ground and clear what your intention is. If you have just arrived home and it's very busy and there's a lot of energy going around, you want to take a moment to breathe and come back to your energy by grounding yourself before you start this release. A great way to ground yourself will be if you are able to go outside and put your bare feet on the ground, taking a few deep breaths in and envisioning life force energy coming up from the ground, shooting roots through the soles of your feet and going up into you, connecting with the earth, breathing deeply. And when you feel yourself begin to relax, then you are ready to begin writing your list. If you are unable to go outside, you can always take your shoes off and your socks off and stand barefoot on any surface. It still will help you ground. Make sure you can get to a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, so you can really connect with yourself and your heart before you begin this whole process of releasing what no longer serves you. So the next step will be getting that paper and pencil or pen. Connect with your heart first. Some ideas might be to write down what you are afraid of. What fears and limiting beliefs do you feel are holding you back that you want to release and let go of? Perhaps you may want to write about someone or something that has upset you that makes you feel angry or frustrated that you wish to release. Another one might be, who do you need to forgive? I know this is a difficult one, but remember, forgiving means that you are not holding on to the grudge anymore. You're not holding on to the anger or the hurt, because forgiveness is about you letting go, not freeing the other person, but freeing yourself. As you're making this list, you want to keep it to about 5 to 10 things on your list, because you will have this opportunity again next month, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Once you have completed your list, you will put the date in the top right-hand corner and your signature at the bottom. Look it over, read it out loud, see how it feels, and make any necessary changes. And if it feels right, then you are ready for the next step, which is speaking with the full moon. And what I mean by that is stating your intention by saying to the full moon, I give gratitude for the shining of your light and for bringing me clarity where I need it most, guiding me and assisting me and giving me the opportunity to release what no longer serves me. And I connect with this full moon right now because I am ready to let go of what is holding me back and what is keeping me blocked and what is no longer serving me. You are now ready to release and purge everything on your list. We ask the beautiful full moon to embrace you with its power and shower down upon you its healing love and light, and to wash away the extra baggage that no longer serves you. In this process, you are also allowing yourself to let go of the painful memories, heartaches, physical and emotional pain, giving gratitude for the lessons that these difficult situations have taught you. But you are ready to move forward now and release the negative, heavy energy. Say these words out loud with conviction and with pure intention. As you hold your list in front of you and your feet are firmly planted on the ground, I now wash away the fears of yesterday. I now release myself from the obstacles that hold me back. I now choose to forgive and let go of the past. I know that I no longer need to carry this with me. I am now choosing to wash away my fears, and I am choosing to replace them with the wisdom of my heart's desire. I am now releasing everything on my list. This is my intention. I am now free from all these things. I am now free from all these people that no longer serve me. I am releasing all the blocks in my life. And it is so. I give thanks and gratitude to this powerful full moon, to my guides and helpers and spirit team that are also working with me every day. And I thank the universe for releasing these from my physical body, my emotional body, my mental body, and my spiritual body. And it is so. Now at this time, if you are choosing to burn this paper, you will place it in the pan or the bowl you will make sure you have your water with you. And when you are ready, you will light this paper and make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. If you are choosing to be inside using water, you can place this paper in water. If you are choosing to tear up this paper, you will begin doing so right now. And you can even use scissors to cut it, or a shredder if you have one. And as this paper is either burning, or you are putting it in water, or you are cutting it up, you are going to state these words. I am now ready to embrace new positive beginnings that empower me and fill me with love and happiness. By placing my hands over my heart, I signify that I am cleansing the old so I can open up to this new, purifying energy. I am now ready, and I am signaling to the universe to cleanse all the negative energy from my body with the intention to make room for new, beautiful beginnings that are manifesting in my life right now. And it is so. Thank you. Thank you. Now, if you have completed this step, make sure you have completely put out the fire. And if you're leaving the paper in the water, you can leave it overnight so it will dissolve. And if you have cut up the paper, you are free to throw it away. And now you are ready for your meditation. Find a nice, comfortable place where you can relax, where you won't be disturbed. And let's begin. Let us join together in love, peace, and harmony as we embark on this journey and connect with the full moon. We ask to be embraced in the highest vibration of pure divine love and pure healing, white light, surrounding us with peace and safety and protection always. Allow any thoughts that may come into your mind to simply drift up and away from you, clearing away and releasing, letting go, knowing that you can always tend to these thoughts later. But right now, it is time for you to allow your body and your mind to relax and let go. This is your time and your space where you are granting your body and your mind and your spirit the opportunity to release what no longer serves you. Allow the beautiful frequency of high vibrational love and healing light to empower your entire body. Taking in a deep breath through your nose and slowly releasing through your mouth. Gently placing your hands on your heart. Taking in another nice deep breath through your nose and releasing through your mouth, knowing that you are inhaling new pure life new beginnings. And you are exhaling everything that you are choosing to release and let go of that no longer serves you. Breathing in this beautiful new life, filling your lungs deeply with healing and love and beautiful energy. Exhaling the old, exhaling what no longer serves you. As you relax even deeper now, giving your body permission to let go and to surrender to this wonderful feeling of peace that is enveloping your entire body. Notice how your body is responding by allowing you to relax even deeper. Your breathing has even slowed down, and you're relaxing even more. At this time, we ask Archangel Michael from the south to join us on this journey, bringing in safety and protection in all areas of your life. We ask Archangel Raphael from the east to bring in healing as you reclaim your power and leave behind what no longer serves you. We call upon Archangel Uriel from the north and ask for stability and balance in your life, and call upon Archangel Gabriel from the west to shower you with pure, cleansing, healing light, love and peace as you release the old wounds and the limiting beliefs, letting them go, letting them go. At this time, you are setting your intention, creating a safe space where you can release what no longer serves you, the limiting beliefs, the hurt, the pain, the doubts, and the fears. As you expand your awareness beyond the physical world, allowing yourself to float up into the higher dimensions, where you can connect with the full moon and its power, allowing you to let go of what no longer needs to be in your world. Bask in the energy and the clarity that this full moon brings you, allowing yourself to bring the darkest part of you forward, your shadow self, and shine your personal light upon your shadow self so you can illuminate what really needs to be released and what really needs to be forgiven, so you can let go of all of these in order to make room for what your heart truly does desire. Allowing the invitation from the full moon to bring you renewal, to bring you a fresh start by clearing your energy. Saying these words in your mind, repeating after me. Dear universe, I am here to connect with spirit, truth, and love. Please make me a channel of your divine wisdom and help me to see clearly with the light of the full moon all the things that I need to release that are for my highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Thank you. Thank you. Now in this moment, dig deep into your heart and listen to what it is telling you. What is it that you have been holding on to that no longer serves you? What memories are coming forth, showing you what you need to release at this time? Begin to see the words on the list in your mind's eye and see them begin to dissolve. And as this list in your mind is before you, notice each and every word. And as you notice the words you have written from your heart that you wish to release, allow images to begin to form in front of you. And these images of everything and everyone you are choosing to release are now no longer in color in your mind. Instead, they are black and white. And they are no longer up close in your mind. Instead, they are beginning to move further and further away from you. Even the sounds you can barely hear. You can just hear the sound of my voice. And these images and words are drifting further and further away from you, no longer carrying the power they once held over you. Feeling them being pulled out of your body as if you are taking in a big breath and releasing it with so much force, letting go of all that negativity, all the doubts and fears. See them and feel them drifting further and further away from you. And in your mind's eye, all you can see way out in the distance is a tiny little dot. All those words simply just diminishing and dissolving into nothingness, freeing you, freeing you. Now feel within your entire body an incredible sense of peace and tranquility and freedom, and a big, bright, beautiful open space where you can now create and embrace what you are wishing to bring into your life now that you have made the room for all your dreams. Begin to feel the excitement and joy flowing within you. Begin to feel the peace and the happiness now that you have released the fears and the doubts and the negativity, the worry and the stress. You are instead pulling in love and healing, gratitude and happiness and joy and peace. And hear yourself saying in your mind, I am so grateful that I have this prosperity and abundance in my life right now. I'm so grateful that all my wishes are happening in my life right now. Begin to see the seeds that you have planted on the new moon sprouting. Notice how they are now even growing bigger and brighter than before. They are forming into the wishes you have put on your list for the new moon. And they are now forming into beautiful, bright new beginnings. See those wishes and desires unfolding in your mind. Bright, beautiful colors forming as each and every aspect begins to take shape right before your eyes. Feel how excited you feel with all these wonderful, beautiful things that you are allowing and intending to come into your life at this time for your highest good. Hear the wonderful words, see the beautiful images, feel the excitement. Act as if you have what you wish for right now. And it is so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel and know that your wishes are fulfilled and that this full moon has absorbed all of the negativity, the fears, doubts, limiting beliefs, everything you have put on your list. It has absorbed and is removing from your energy field, from your life. Because you have handed over your wishes, you have made the intention, and you are now making room for whatever it is you have wished for to come into your life, knowing that it is so. And as our energy is clearing away all the negative, we give gratitude to this full moon in Sagittarius for allowing us to have this positive outlook, this new sense of adventure, standing up for what we believe in. We are also grateful that we have the awareness to speak up for what we are passionate about. We are grateful that we will remember to explore all our options and gather all necessary information before taking any action. We are grateful for this lunar eclipse that is allowing us to shift our energy and to see things differently in a way that we have not seen them before. We are grateful for this eclipse for allowing us to transform. We are grateful for this retrograde so that we have the chance to reevaluate, reassess, and review everything that we have been experiencing so that it becomes in alignment. We are grateful for Saturn being in retrograde so that we can allow our minds to go back to February of 2021, to go back to that time and notice what story is playing out and what is it that we can bring forward to this time frame so that we can reevaluate and learn and grow and help us move forward as we evaluate our boundaries and we reflect on all our responsibilities. We are so grateful for these necessary endings, for they are allowing us to bring in more positive, exciting new chapters in our lives. We are grateful that we are able to surrender and adapt to change. We give thanks that we are being offered this powerful energy to push through our fears and our doubts so that we can give our dreams all the attention and positive energy they deserve. We are grateful that we are able to release what we have been taking with us that no longer is needed. We give thanks to Jupiter being in Pisces for allowing us the chance to go back in time to January of 2010, where we can review and see everything that we were working on at that time, allowing us to create similarities that are bringing us positive outcomes from our wisdom and knowledge that was gained during that time frame. We're grateful for the highly spiritual energy that is upon us at this time, bringing us abundance and awareness that we are able to expand upon. We give thanks to Jupiter in Pisces for reminding us of our ancestry, our ancient wisdom, and the gift of experiencing, seeing, and feeling positive past life visions that help assist us in who we are and moving forward in our life and the inner knowing. We are grateful for the realization to understand when someone or something is no longer in alignment with us, and we're able to let it go. Thank you, Universe, for asking us to release the past beliefs that no longer serve us and taking them away from us and providing us with the power and the confidence to embrace the new positive changes that are upon us. And thank you, Jupiter. Your lucky energy of abundance is upon us. We give so much love and gratitude for this opportunity to work with you, with our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, so that we can create and manifest our truest and deepest desires in the most abundant way. And as we bask in this beautiful healing energy, we ask for this healing light to penetrate deep into our throat chakra, bringing healing energy, cleansing, nourishing, rejuvenating, and recharging, bringing balance and alignment, helping us to speak up when we need to in a positive way, and to know the difference of when it's best for us to speak up and best for us to stay quiet. Thank you for healing this throat chakra. Understand that at this time, all of your intentions and all of the actions that you have taken have been set. And your only duty for the rest of the month is to know with unwavering faith that all your wishes are here for your highest good, for you to embrace. Know that everything that you have asked for is already yours. And always, every day, give gratitude for what you already have. And the universe will bless you with more of the same beautiful things and outcomes. Always with the intention for your highest good and the highest good of all. Now at this time, slowly allow yourself to come back to the present moment. Slowly begin to feel your physical body. Begin to move and stretch. Slowly opening your eyes, knowing that you have released what no longer serves you. And you have embraced all the wishes you choose to create with all new beginnings that bless you. Thank you for joining me. Please know if you enjoyed this full moon release and meditation, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below. And if you have found this full moon release helpful, please share it with others. Remember to embrace and give gratitude for all the lovely, wonderful things that are now forming and growing and coming into your life. Give gratitude for what you have released, and give gratitude for what is now manifesting and what is still in the process. I will see you on the next full moon. Until then, my friend, namaste.